GM guys, welcome to another SMC tutorial. In today's tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to calculate funding fees. Now, before we dive into the tutorial, if you find our content helpful, you can support us by buying our educational token Wikicat. Wikicat is built on the Binance Smart Chain network. The contract address of Wikicat is in the description. Alright, so funding fees exist because of perpetual features. So unlike normal features, perpetual features do not expire, and since they do not expire, there is no natural way to ensure that features price is same as the current market price. So that's where funding fees comes in, right? Funding fees are like regular payments exchanged between long traders and short traders. On most centralized exchanges, it is paid every few hours. It could be 8 or 4 hours, and the purpose for this is to ensure that futures price is same as spot price or the current market price. So if it's a negative funding, it means that futures price is lower than the spot price, so shorts will have to pay longs. But if it's a positive funding, it means that the futures price is higher than the spot price, so longs will have to pay shorts, right? Just to bring the futures price back to whatever the market price is. All right, so let's dive into this tutorial. All right, so in this tutorial, we're using the Bybit exchange. So first off, we'll launch Bybit. All right, so head over to trade. All right, over here you can see the current funding rate, and also there is a countdown to the next funding fee payment. Right, before we calculate our funding fee, we'll have to enter into a long or a short position. Right, so we're going to enter into a short position. So we'll just set our quantity and then we short. Right, so we are in a short position. Now, to calculate our funding fee, you might need a paper and a pen, because we'll have to use the formula funding fee equals position value times funding rate. So how do we calculate position value? Position value is calculated by just multiplying your position size, which is this, by your mark price. All right, so we're going to calculate that. 9,380 times 0.002557. All right, so that gives us 23.98466. Now this is our position value. Now remember the formula for calculating funding fee, which is position value times funding rate. So we've gotten our position value to be 23.98466. And now we'll have to multiply that by our current funding rate. So our current funding rate, as you can see here, is 0.0050%. So first off, we'll have to convert the percentage to a decimal number, and that would give us 0.00005. All right, so we're going to multiply 23.98466, which is our position value, by 0.00005, which is our funding rate. And that should give us 0.001199233 USDT. So if the next funding period is a negative funding, it means that we, the short trader, we're going to be paying the long traders 0.001199233 USDT. All right, so that's basically how to calculate funding fee. Works the same way if you are in a long position. All right, so we've finally come to the end of the tutorial. Today's tutorial felt more like math than crypto, but it's okay. Thank you so much, guys, for watching the tutorial video. If you have any questions concerning the tutorial, please do not hesitate to drop your questions in the comment section. And of course, do not forget to like, comment, subscribe to our YouTube channel, turn on your bell so that you can be notified whenever we post a tutorial video. Thank you again, guys. See you in another tutorial. Bye.